Dum 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 wah 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 wah. Alright, so what is going on, everybody? My name is Orb, and welcome to my setup video. Now you might be asking yourself, Orb, why are you sounding like you're about to die right now? Why are you recording a video? Why drive to the hospital? I don't think I'm dying. I feel kind of sick. Or either that or my balls finally dropped. It's like a 50-50 chance that it's something good, and I'm excited about it because, you know, puberty has been a long process. You know, I'm 29 now, so it's like a crazy age where, you know, you're growing up, you know, and you know, there's a lot more responsibilities in life and all that. You know, the body is changing, and, you know, girls become like, you start looking at girls more like, you know, not like mom, like, oh, they can make me food. You start looking at, oh, they can make me food and they can have sex with me. So it's an exciting time. That all aside, you wanted a setup video. You're like, what the fuck is happening? You wanted a setup video, so I wanted to give you guys a quick setup video to just show off the setup and everything. So that's what this is all about. So without further ado, let's turn around the camera and let's show off the setup. Got some, well, you can't even hear it, but got some music going on. Just ever so chill in the background. Right here though, this is the setup. One table, one chair, one computer. Got a one PC setup this time. And we can actually turn this on. Listen to this baby roar. Once I turn this on. Boom. Boom. I don't know if you can hear, but it is a water cooling agent in this. And I was kind of skeptical about putting water cooling in my PC because I've never really dealt with that before. It's obviously good, but it's also been kind of scary to me because, you know, what if there's a leak or something? But this is a closed loop. Look at that mess, by the way. But now it's super quiet. I've never had a PC this quiet before. I can never hear it now. But as I said, one piece is set up, got the ASUS monitor, all the PC specs and everything. I'm gonna put everything down below, so I'm not gonna go through everything, but real quick, we got i7, GTX, EVGA, GTX 970. We got 16 gigs of RAM, no 32 gigs anymore, DDR4 RAM. We got an SSD in there, we got a 2 terabyte drive in there. We got no capture card, yeah, and everything else you can just read about down below. ASUS monitor, this is a 60 Hz monitor. This is the BenQ, let's see up here, it is the XL2411Z, I believe. So this is the 144 Hz monitor. I believe it's 1 or 2 ms response time, but this is just really good. If you ever want to step up your play a little bit, especially with FPS games, get a 144 Hz monitor. It will just feel way nicer when you're gaming. So right here we have the Rode Procaster. We got the same stand. I brought this with me. This is one of the few things I brought with me, as well as the mixer table from Sweden. So everything else is pretty much brand spanking new. The mixer is with me, the stand is with me, the Shockmount, and the microphone. So this is all the same pretty much. Now the table is bought at IKEA. The legs and the table piece is bought separately. It's kind of unsturdy, which is kind of a bummer. So like if I move the table a little bit, I don't know if you can tell. Well, the mic, maybe you can tell that. You see it's shaking a little bit, or a lot. That's kind of my only problem with it. You can't load too much on the table, which I'm good, like I'm not gonna overload it, but that's kind of a bummer. Like in Sweden, I don't know if you could remember, but I had a very solid piece of wood and then custom legs with that, or well, sturdy legs and a custom wood with that. So I made it. Yeah, I had a huge table, and that was something I was very big on. I need a huge table because when I'm gaming, see how far in the keyboard is. Like I like to rest my entire forearm when I'm gaming. That's just because otherwise I will have a cramp. Like if I'm sitting, some people can sit right at the end like this and have the keyboard right here. I cannot do that. If I do that, it's gonna just severely hurt my forearms. So no huge table this time. I mean, it is big in the width of it and the length of it. But as far as how sturdy it is, no, not so much. That's kind of the only real problem I have with it. But other than that, I like it. And the setup is complete. I can finally start streaming again. We've been streaming for maybe 5 times so far. So if you've missed it, definitely go check out twitch.tv/orb, ORB. down in the description as well. Yesterday I streamed for 17 hours, so that might be why my voice is so fucked up. Just continuously talking for 17 hours. Oh, and I want to show you my kind of do-it-yourself blind I've got going on over here. The Twitch hoodie is acting as my temporarily, oh well, you can't even see, it's too dark. My temporary blind right here, guys. When the sun is coming in, it hits the wall right here and it bounces straight to the monitors as well as to my face when I'm sitting right here, which is super, super annoying. You see how the light kind of bounces off the wall? So either I need to get a blind first off, which I'm gonna get. Then I need to get things on the wall to make it bounce less. I don't know if you can tell in this video, I'm not sure how much it actually bounces now, but it does bounce a little bit when I'm streaming. So I kind of want to get up something on this wall, something over there, something over here, maybe something on these two walls right here, just to make it bounce a little bit less. But yeah, my friends, that is how the setup is looking going forward 2015. Table, a little bit unsturdy, but the setup is as good as can be. One piece setup means a lot less problems as far as technical issues, sound issues and whatnot. We did have some sound issues the first stream, but other than that, we kind of fixed it. So hopefully going forward, we won't have too many issues. As far as running video games with one piece of setup, a lot of people are asking, oh, do you see a big difference? Like, are you running lower frames, anything like that? No, nothing like that. And I think the quality on the stream is a lot better. Now, I might still get a capture card with the one piece of setup, but I'm not gonna get a two piece of setup again. And people that are looking to stream, I would advise you, go with a one piece of setup and see how you like it. Now, I got certain friends who say that a two piece of setup is way better for streaming. It's so much more convenient, blah, blah, blah. I've had nothing but issues running through my entire time I've had two pieces of setup. It's been good, but it's also been a lot of issues. So going over using a one piece of setup it's a little bit more, it can be a little bit more complicated, but it doesn't require more work. It doesn't require more work off of me. That's kind of where I stand on the two piece versus one piece of setup. I'm not gonna upgrade to a two piece of setup again, but I might get a capture card, maybe. I'm not having any hard times now running games at a high quality while still maintaining frames. None at all. OBS is amazing software. Not a product placement at all. No, I'm not trying to sell you OBS. OBS is just fantastic. I'm not sure how XSplit works, but when I used XSplit back in the day, it was really laggy and it required a lot of CPU usage. But that's gonna be it for this video before my voice dies. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Bye. Just look at this view, guys. Just look at this view. They don't want you to have this view, guys. It's crazy. And they only want you to have that view. I'll show you the bedroom first. So.